called me too.
Okay, we're on. So Danny, are we counting down? Okay. So I think we're on. This is strange. So hello everyone, this is Mayor Sean Patterson Howard, and we are doing a live update just really quickly regarding tropical storm Henry that is scheduled to hit our area tomorrow at about 7 a.m. So we're going to our Commissioner Devani Bush, who is our incident command officer on this, kind of just lead you and give you some updates on how we are preparing to deal with the storm. So Commissioner Bush.
Hi, how you doing? How you doing, everyone? Yes, so as Madam Mayor said, right now we are preparing for the storm that's going to be hitting our region. As of right now, they're stating that it's going to be happening overnight and into early tomorrow morning. As of right now, what we've been doing in DPW to prepare for the storm is, as you all know, when the last storm hit, there was a lot of flooding throughout various areas. So what we have right now is we have our 2 crews out, which are actually cleaning our catch basins to make sure that they're not compacted with litter and debris, and they can adequately anticipate the rain flow that's going to happen over the course of this storm. They also said there's going to be high winds, 25 miles per hour to 30 miles per hour, with a wind gust of up to 50 miles per hour. So one of the things that we're really doing is we're telling the residents to right now actively look in your front yards, your backyards, your balconies and terraces, and pull all loose items inside, because that's one of the main concerns that we have with the high winds and litter and debris flying everywhere throughout the storm, and that just creates a lot more damage. So anything that you have that's loose outside your home, please bring it in, secure it, and make sure it's safe. Another thing that we also have done is we've contacted and we're working with Con Edison. First thing tomorrow morning, we'll receive our Con Edison liaison, who will be on site and working with us in the event of any power outages. In terms of power outages, we always tell people, try not to use candles. If you have flashlights, those are way better. They last longer, and they can prevent any fires from happening. In terms of high winds as well, too, we have our tree crew, which is going to be out there starting tonight, and they're going to be on scene to make sure that any trees that come down, any limbs or broken branches, we can clear, remove them from the street, and try to keep the roadways clear as much as possible. One thing I always tell everyone too is during these type of events, the best measure to do is just stay inside. The less people that are out there on the streets, the easier it is for us to respond to any damages and anything that we can respond to right away. And it helps us do our job. The less people that are out there roaming around and just trying to see what's going on, this is not the time for that. This is very critical. And we're doing everything that we can to make sure that we can keep the city running and keep everyone safe. Madam Mayor, I know fire, I don't have that other sheet, but you have some of the updates from the fire department and police department as well?
Absolutely. So concerning the fire department, Damani, if you could put yourself on mute.
Gotcha.
Gives feedback. So concerning the fire department is asking for everyone to move your cars off the corners. You're not supposed to park within 15 to 20 feet of a corner. We will be ticketing you. Yes, we know there's not enough parking in Mount Vernon, and that's not going to change. But when you are parked on the corners, our emergency vehicles cannot turn down tight streets, and that impacts our ability to be able to respond to fires and EMS calls for medical services. We're also asking that you do not park at fire hydrants. We again will be ticketing you because we can look at more electrical fires in this type of a storm, and on any day our fire department needs to be able to access the fire hydrants. So do not park at the fire hydrants. We are also, as our Commissioner Bush already said, If you use candles, be careful with the use of candles. We would prefer that you utilize flashlights, but please be careful with the use of candles. If you lose power and you're using a generator, your generator cannot operate inside of your house. It will cause carbon monoxide poisoning and cause you to get sick or die. So if you have a generator, we need you to use your generator properly, and your generator should be placed outside. Your generator should not even be placed in your garages, but it should be placed outside. Do not touch any down wires. If you see a down wire, do not touch it because it can be active, it can be live. Most people don't know the difference between a cable wire, an electrical wire, and a telephone wire. We don't want you to try and figure it out. Please don't touch it, and do not call 911, but contact our fire department at 914-665-2626. That is our fire dispatch at 914-665-2626. That is a non-emergency number. We're asking that you keep 911 for other emergencies. As our Commissioner Bush already said, please remove loose items from your front and your backyard, like lawn furniture, at 30, 40, 50 miles an hour with gusting winds. Those become like missiles, and they start flying over the place and cause more damage than the storm itself. He stated already that we have our True Cree out, and they will be addressing trees. We're asking, we want to also let you know that the Dole Center, so if people lose energy, and if there's an emergency, the Dole Center at 250 South 6th Avenue will be open for people who need to go there and charge their phones. We have snacks, but that will be kind of one of our storm drop-in and fallout shelters for people who have been impacted. We're asking that you keep the roads clear. As our Commissioner Bush already stated, during a storm, this is not the time for you to kind of go out and ride around and be a storm chaser and see what's going on in the community. So we ask that you keep the community clear, keep our roads clear so that emergency vehicles can handle their business. Hold on, I had something else. Jeez. Oh, another thing, do not walk in flowing water. If you see flowing water going down the street, 10, 12 inches of flowing water can kind of, if it's flowing fast enough, can take you out and sweep you away. So please be careful. Please be careful. Also, if you see standing water, do not drive into standing water. You never know how deep that is. And everyone always thinks that their car can get through it. And what ends up happening is the car stalls. You're dealing with water damage in your cars, and you lose your electrical system within your car. And then we have to kind of come out and rescue you. So if you see standing water, we ask you not to drive through it. All of us know that we have several low-lying areas in our community, especially around South Columbus and 3rd Avenue and St. Paul's. We know that the Hutchinson River oftentimes floods. Be careful on Hutchinson River Parkway. We know that Stuyvesant Plaza and some other neighborhoods have challenges. So we're asking you, you know that these are the areas, be careful. If you have a sub pump and that's something that you usually use, check your sub pump, make sure that it is operational. We're asking everyone to check your gutters on your roof right now to make sure that they're clear of leaves, that they're clear of debris, so that your water is able to move off of your roofs and down to drains and drain out properly. We're just asking everyone to please make sure that you're checking your homes. We have over 3,600 catch basins here in the city of Mount Vernon. We are going around, we're trying to make sure we clear them, especially in the ones that in areas that we know flood. But if you're on your block and you see that there's some debris on top of a catch basin, we ask that you be a good neighbor and help to clear it. There are 3,600. The fire department will have additional engines in play. The police department will have additional manpower out in our ESU trucks. And we will be responding. So if you see downed wires and you call 665-2626, then you may not always see a fire engine reply. You might see one of our fire department's SUVs reply with officers on them so that we can hold our fire trucks for the other emergencies. So we do have regular plans and backup plans. Our police department, our fire department, DPW, buildings, and recreation department are all dealing, and our Office of Emergency Management, our OEM office, we are all working together on this weather incident. We know that it's supposed to be a slow moving storm, which can become challenging. It's supposed to be in town from the morning until possibly Monday morning. We will try and keep you updated with information, but please pay attention. We're also asking because there might be, there are strong possibilities that you can lose electricity. So please charge up your devices, your phones, your laptops, emergency radios that you might have. Charge those things up now. Take care of those things now in case you do lose power, that you will be able to communicate with family and get critical updates. So anything else, Commissioner Bush, that you thought of while I was talking?
Nah, that was it. Just for the most part, just stay off the roadways, stay at home, Netflix and chill. Just stay inside because that'll help us, respond quicker and make sure that we're out there doing what we need to do to, relieve and combat the storm. So stay at home, leave the jet skis at home this time too. We don't need those out there. But we're going to continue, especially in that South 3rd area, South 3rd Avenue near the Salvation Army. We were there earlier because we know that's like our target hotspot in terms of flooding. So we will be barricading that area off so there won't be any vehicular traffic in that area just to, try to minimize the damage that can happen there. So just stay away from that area and any flood zone areas. We'll actually put out a post showing the flood zone areas throughout the city, a map of it so everyone can see it, and just try to avoid traveling in those areas. But we'll be working.
Try not traveling at all.
Right, exactly, yeah. Right, so we'll be working.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Bush. Thank you, Mount Vernon, for working with us and cooperating, because we all need each other. Check in on your neighbors, check in on your family, and let's be Mount Vernon proud and keep Mount Vernon safe. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.